Tokyo, Reuters, a rout in global equities deepened in Asia on Tuesday as inflation worries gripped financial markets, sending U.S. stock futures sinking further into the red after Wall Street suffered its biggest decline since 2011 in a vicious sell-off. S&P mini futures fell as much as 3.0% to four-month lows in Asia, extending their losses from the record peak hit just over a week ago to 12%. MISI Euro trademark's broadest index of Asia-Pacific shares outside Japan slid 4.3%, which would be its biggest fall since the yuan devaluation shock in August 2015, turning red on the year for the first time in 2018. Japan Euro trademark's Nikkei dived 6.8% to near four-month lows while Taiwan shares lost 5.5% and Hong Kong Euro trademark's Hang Seng Index dropped 4.9%. Monday Euro trademark's stock market rout left two of the most popular exchange-traded products that investors use to benefit from calm rather than volatile conditions facing potential liquidation, market participants said. The ructions in markets come after investors have ridden a nearly 9-year bull run, with low global rates sparking a revival in economic growth and bright corporate earnings. That good times may be nearing an end if Wall Street is anything to go by. U.S. stocks plunged in highly volatile trading on Monday, with the Dow Industrials falling nearly 1,600 points during the session, its biggest intraday decline in history, as investors grappled with rising bond yields and potentially higher inflation. A Euro-Earth amount of the sell-off that we are seeing is normal. The speed at which we are doing it is not normal, a Euro said Michael Purves, chief global strategist at Wheaton & Co. in New York. A Euro-Euro, where does the market rout end? I think we are pretty close to a selling climax here. The fundamentals are pretty good. The only thing that is really different is that bond yields got up to 2.8% a Euro. The benchmark S&P 500 slumped 4.1% and the Dow 4.6%, suffering their biggest percentage drops since August 2011 as a long-awaited pullback from record highs deepened. Before Monday a Euro trademark's fall, the index had not seen a pullback of more than 5% for more than 400 sessions, which analysts said was the longest such streak in history. A Euro Izinki last autumn, investors had been betting on the Goldilocks economy, solid economic expansion, improving corporate earnings and stable inflation. But the tide seems to have changed, a Euro said Norihiro Fujito, senior investment strategist at Mitsubishi UFJ Morgan Stanley Securities. The trigger for the sell-off was a sharp rise in U.S. bond yields following Friday a Euro trademark's data that showed U.S. wages increasing at the fastest pace since 2009, raising the alarm about higher inflation and with it potentially higher interest rates. A Euro is weakness across various equity sectors, but none so large the market is likely to fall through them. My money remains on equities, but rotating, and buying on weakness, into a Euro value Euro trademark areas of the market that have lagged in the recent momentum-driven rally, a Euro said James Bateman, Chief Investment Officer for Multi-Asset at Fidelity International. A Euro OEI a Euro trademark D also be avoiding stocks where dividend yields arena Euro trademark T backed up by strong free cash flow and a solid balance sheet, a Euro he added. The 10-year U.S. Treasuries yield rose to as high as 2.885% on Monday, its highest in 4 years and 47 basis points above the 2.411% seen at the end of 2017. But a massive fall in share prices prompted an about turn, and in Asian trade on Tuesday, it fell back to as low as 2.662%. Fed fund futures are now pricing in only 2 rate hikes this year, a sea change from only a few days ago when they priced in about 80% chance of 3 hikes, with the market even rife with talk of 4 hikes. The CBOE Volatility Index, the closely followed a Euro fear index, a Euro measure of expected near-term stock market volatility, jumped 20 points to 30.71, its highest since August 2015. A Euro for the last several months, whether ETA Euro trademark S stocks or commodities, risk takers had been the winners. And Theta Euro trademark S what hedge funds, which now manage $3.2 trillion, have been doing, a Euro Mitsubishi UFJ Euro trademark S Fujito said. A euro or ether leveraged position is now being unwound. And it seems as though there are still some people who haven a euro trademark T run away from the sell-off, yet. I would expect more instability a euro, he added. Yoshinori Shigemi, market strategist at JP Morgan Asset Management, said the specter of inflation will gradually undermine the attraction of equities even though the markets could rebound in the short term. A euro or in the end, the Fed will have to hike rates. And if it doesn't a euro T, long-dated bonds will be sold off on worries about inflation. Either way, that is going to slow down the economy. Rising wages also mean corporate profit margins will be squeezed gradually down the road a euro, he said. Keen to avoid further risk, investors are closing their positions in other assets, including the currency market, where a popular strategy has been to sell the dollar against the euro and other currencies seen as benefiting from higher interest rates in the future. The euro eased to $1.2353, not far from last week a euro trademark's low of $1.2335, a break of which could usher in a further correction after its rally to a 3-year high of $1.2538 by late last month. Against the yen, which is often used as a safe haven currency because of Japan a euro trademark's solid current account surplus, the dollar slipped 0.4% to 108.56 yen, after having lost 1% on Monday. Bitcoin was not spared from selling, falling more than 10% to a 12-week low of $6,116. That represented a 69% fall from its record high of $19,666, touched on December 17. Investors also dumped junk bonds, with the yield of Merrill Lynch U.S. High Yield Index rising to 6.017% from 5.964% at the end of last week. Still, it was far below its 2016 peak, just above 10%, when low oil prices hurt energy firms. Oil prices also dropped, with international benchmark Brent futures hitting a one-month low. It last stood at $66.83 per barrel, down 1.2% on the day. U.S. crude futures traded at $63.35 per barrel, down 1.3% in Asia.